Welcome to another edition of Talking SANFL. We are 4 rounds in. My name is Andrew Hayes. This is Daniel Menzel. Let's get straight into the Iperfrom intro. Some interesting results, and we'll start at Unley, where we find the Double Blues the only undefeated team.
Yeah, they are the only undefeated team, and they only just managed to pull the win out against the Dogs, who were gallant all day. They started really well. They took the lead early and they didn't give it up until late in the game. Sturt were coming and just couldn't quite hit the front, but they did late thanks to Marty Frederick and Josh Hone, a really nice goal as well. So 4-0, they're going really well, the Double Blues.
Those boys might feature a little bit later on in the show, but the positive for Centrals is, it's never easy to play such a good team at Unley. They were in it, like you said, right up and towards the end. There's a lot to look forward to for the Dogs.
Yeah, there is. They're playing some good footy at the moment, and they've just got to continue to bank some wins against some good sides, and they'll be thereabouts.
Next game was a little bit more surprising, I've got to say. The Crows taking on South Adelaide. This was the pre-game before the AFL match, and the Crows smashed the Panthers.
They did smash the Panthers, 134-50, but 19 goals 20. They probably should have won by more. And if you have a look at their third quarter, they kicked 2 goals 9 in the third quarter. Now, if you swing that the other way around, they kicked 9-2. This game is 120, 130 plus. They kicked 8 in the last quarter as well. We do know the Crows are as good as anyone offensively when they get their game going, and they made South Adelaide look second rate on the weekend.
This was an interesting result. The Eagles travelled to Prospect to take on North Adelaide. Never easy playing North on their home deck. Take us through this one. It was 16-point difference, but no doubt you would have probably fancied yourself a better result.
Yeah, look, they're a tough opponent at home, North Adelaide at Prospect, and they proved it on the weekend. 10-10 to 7-12. It was a reasonably even game. They had a good second quarter, which just put them in front by a few goals and held that margin throughout the game. But a reasonable battle between two teams that are not going at their best, but they're building, and North are certainly starting to do that now.
Port Adelaide v West Adelaide out at Loxton. So good to see the SANFL going out to the country to celebrate the great Russell Ebert. Port just too strong for Westies in the end.
Yeah, they were. They jumped them here. They were up 8 goals to 1 at half time. And we did talk about West Adelaide, a real opportunity to go with back-to-back wins early in the season, but 8 goals to 1. They did come back nicely. They kicked 9 goals in the second half, the Bloods, but went down by 17 points.
Redlegs v the Bays, to round it out, there is nobody that would have predicted that the Redlegs right now to start the season would be 0-4.
Yeah, they are struggling, and they showed it again on the weekend. They weren't really in the game against Glenelg. They started reasonably well. They kicked 2-6 in the first term, but after that Glenelg had their way and went on to win by 30 points pretty convincingly in the end. So Glenelg starting to string together a couple of nice wins. As we have a look at the ladder now on the screen, and you'll see there that, as you said, Hazy, Sturt is the only undefeated team now, and I think there's probably 4 clear teams at the moment that have just separated themselves from the pack.
Yes, so Central District's sitting in 5th, so they're on 2-2, but the other teams, like you mentioned, North, the Bays, the Crows and Sturt, all look really, really good. Look, I don't think you could ever write off an Eagles outfit at any stage, but you're right, I think there is definitely a division between the top sides and the other half right now.